Welcome to our new Shadow Sister healing video. This is my Sunday live, and we are reading Goethe's Faust. In this reading, this is kind of almost like a book club, I would say, but this is like my way to do a reading, that inside the reading we will read a story that continues. But today the theme is also a relationship reading. So we're gonna look into who is your next boyfriend or girlfriend this autumn. And to start to locate this, these cards are part of this Lost and Found FAUST in Labyrinth. Also illustration connected to the story I'm reading. But they are now having a text with them about what is your relationship secret. Every one of these are connected to some Jupiterian energy. So anyway, this is your first card to choose. These piles are already pre-selected many cards here. So I'm only gonna use then for this actual question of the partner this deck. But anyway, so pile number 1, to choose your reading, this is the card and your secret relationship power. Then we have here Ansuz rune. We have a root chakra crystal, and then we have this object, Finnish bear 50 cent. And you get the Book of the Shadow so below deck to this reading. Pile number 2, this is your secret relationship power. Then you have Berkana rune. The object is this kind of dragon from Finland. This is one of the Moomin characters. Then we have a third chakra crystal, Grey Aventurine, and Halven deck to locate who is your person. And then we have here pile number 3. This is your secret relationship power. Here is Sowilo rune. This is the little fairy that wanna guide you to this reading. We have here Edmund Dulac deck and a heart chakra crystal. So these are the piles. What else? Soon I'm gonna read every pile have a story. So there will be timestamps. You can find your reading, and I will clear now table ready for pile number 1. Welcome to your reading, pile number 1. We start reading this Goethe story, and this card also works as illustration. You can look while I read. For this is now it starts the Faust story actually. This is the first part of the tragedy. Night. A high-vaulted, narrow Gothic room. Faust sitting restlessly at his desk. Well, that's philosophy I've read, and law and medicine, and I fear theology too, from A to Z. Hard studies all that have cost me dear. And so I sit, poor silly man, no wiser now than when I began. They call me professor and doctor, forsooth, for misleading many an innocent youth, these last 10 years now, I suppose, pulling them to and fro by the nose. And I see all our search for knowledge is vain, and this burns my heart with bitter pain. I've more sense, to be sure, than the learned fools, the masters and pastors, the scribes from the schools. No scruples to plague me, no irksome doubt, no hellfire or devil to worry about. Yet I take no pleasure in anything now, for I know nothing. I wonder how I can still keep up the pretense of teaching, or bettering mankind with my empty preaching. Can I even boast any worldly success? What fame or riches do I possess? No dog would put up with such an existence, and so I'm seeking magic's assistance, calling on spirits and they might, to show me many a secret sight, to relieve me of the wretched task of telling things out I ought rather to ask, to grant me a vision of nature's forces that bind the world, all its seeds and sources, and innermost life, all this I shall she, and stop bedding in words that mean nothing to me. O sad full moon, my friend, why must you see me suffer? Look your last. Here at this desk, so many a night, I watched and waited for your light to visit me again and shine o'er this paper world of mine. Oh, take me to the hilltops, there to wander in the sweet moonlit air, by mountain caves, through fields to roam, hovering with spirits in your gloam, cleansed of book learnings, fogged and stew, and healed by bathing in your dew. God, how these walls still cramp my soul, this cursed, stifling prison hole, where even heaven's dear light must pass dimly through panes of painted glass, hemmed in by books to left and right, which worms have gnawed, which dust layers choke, and round them all to ceiling high, this paper stained by candle smoke, these glasses, boxes, instruments, all stuffed and cluttered anyhow. Ancestral junk, look at it now. Your world, this world, Your brain invents. And can you still ask why your heart is spent and pining in your breast? Why you obscurely ache and smart, robbed of all energy and chest? For here you sit, surrounded not by living nature, not as when God made us, but by reek and rot, and mouldering bones of beast and men. Come, flee into the open land, and this great book of magic lore by Nostradamus' very hand shall be my guide. I'll need no more, but I'll see the stars in course, and as great nature rules my mind, discover the inner psychic force, the spirit speaking to its kind, this arid speculation's vain. The sacred diagrams are clear. Spirits, you hover close, be plain and answer me if you can hear. He throws open the book and sees the sign of macrocosm. Ha! As I look, what sudden ecstasy floods all my senses, how I feel it flowing through every vein, through every nerve in me, life's sacred joy and youth's renewal glowing. Did not some god write these mysteries, signs by whose might my soul is filled? With peace again, my poor heart healed, and by whose secret impetus the power of nature all about me are revealed. Am I a god? Light fills my mind, in these pure lines and forms appear all nature's workings, to my inner sense made clear. That sage's words at last I understand, the spirit world is open wide, only your heart has closed and died. Come, earth disciple, boldly lave your bosom in the dawn's red wave. He gazes at the sign. How it all lives and moves and views into a whole, each part gives and receives. Angelic powers ascend and descend, and each to each they golden vessels lend, fragrant with blessings as on wings, from heaven through the earth and through all things. They movement trust, and all in harmony it sings. How great a spectacle, but that I fear is all it is. O endless nature, where shall I embrace you? Where you press that flow with life's whole life, all earth and heaven hangs on you who slake the thirsty pangs of every heart, and must I languish vainly so? Yes, that. It's pretty long things to read, but I draw this more like a magician card. Let's see now already we are getting into this relationship reading. We have still the room to discover, but let's see what is your secret relationship power. It's Jupiter in Gemini. So actually we are currently living these times. we are having Jupiter in Gemini currently. So it tells me like these times are very, like collectively, we are in this kind of magician times. And so your sacred relationship power is curious and good with social connections, ability to learn fast, and good communication skills. Acquiring broad range of knowledge, fostering ability to adapt and skill development. Intellectual expansion, communication and connection, adaptability and innovation, and networking. So this is your secret power. Maybe it tells you, because we are trying to locate who is your next boyfriend, girlfriend. Somehow you should be networking, you should be communicating. This is coming out of your place where you hide with your books. come to the world. Maybe you connect with some people who love same kind of subjects. You can develop your skills even more in a group setting. Okay, here then we start looking into this. I feel like I have to read the Ansuz rune now, because this is giving you also guidance. So this is element air. Animal is wolf. Tarot is the death and the emperor. Astrology moon in Capricorn, sun in 4th house, and Mercury. Interestingly, Mercury is very much related to this magician card as well, and then Gemini. So communication again. So Ansuz symbol represents Odin's mouth and the magic that comes from communication. So it's again here. You have to be communicating to get to this relationship or this person. Naming a thing correctly can give power over a thing. Therefore, an ancient traditions, incantations, were often used to dispel malevolent spirits, break psychological bonds, or bind demons. Ansuz is the rune of creative expression. It shows us the power of language, passing down the knowledge of the ancestors from generation to generation through the spoken word. This rune represents both spiritual and worldly power, clarification, and truth. For this reason, lessons in life must be learned truly in order to attain wisdom. In Norse mysticism, the rune Ansuz corresponds to the one-eyed wanderer Odin. His personality combines the qualities of shaman, chief, warrior, and sage. It is said that the wandering god often mingled with the people to examine and observe them. When doing so, he wore a long grey cloak, walked slightly bent, and lowered his face to learn about life and the world unrecognized. Wow, there is also cape here. So there is some maybe secret admirer sneaking around. What is it? But in some social setting, there is something happening. Listening is a part of communication. I feel like that is important to observe and listen. Listen what's going on, what's going around you. Okay, let's see next guidance, how we locate the person. Okay, we have a number 13, and there is again magic happening here. The woman is turning this frog into a man. This could be the relationship we are now foretelling. So the next girlfriend, boyfriend is showing here. Here the woman is shown to be a very fiery magician, and the man is just been hiding all these years, camouflaging as a frog. Yes. Interesting. I also draw here a frog. So I put it here because it's kind of like a, indeed, magic is to change things, and frogs often indeed change to be somebody. Okay, this similar thing. Then we have next inner child healing cards. These are showing the combination, if you were kids, how you would we play together. So this boy likes to swim, but maybe there is some kind of jumping a little bit, getting here. I don't know. It's a little bit troublesome swim trip, but here is girl playing basketball. Oh, there's a frog again. Interesting. 3 times already. So really there is some kind of rock prince thing going on. Okay, there is also a butterfly in my drawing here. And here is a butterfly from these roses. Similar elements. Who knows? Some water sign could be, the relationship could be with the water sign. Yes. But this is now kind of inner child healing aspect. Maybe the girl need to play more. And the guy needs to learn to swim. Or like something about it. Then we have here now masculine and feminine cards. Because we are talking about boyfriend and girlfriend, I want to see both parties. It's interesting that we kind of see them all the time here. So I'm reading for both boyfriend or girlfriend. So the masculine, and inside of us we do have this kind of polarity things. So inside of us too, even we are single and we are not in a relationship, we might carry this other part. So let's see now the masculine. Okay, strengthening bonds, ace of pentacle. It's very big drive to some putting a seed down, like a new beginning. This is really like a blooming, of course there's a mother with a child. It's kind of family, strengthening bonds, maybe family bonds. There's really like this kind of aspect of being a parent. Of course, our parents are our first caregiver. The how is the relationship to our parents is gonna most likely foretell what we are drawn into or what kind of attachment style we have. Here is a strong, this kind of protective mother character, but this is in the masculine side. There's a very big need for mother, which is some kind of need for mother, yes, strong woman. Divine feminine, and the feminine is the brave fight. Okay, maybe the roles are a little bit reversed because the feminine is very masculine here and the masculine is very feminine. So there is something like this, that a bit like roles are reversed. Even the basketball players are usually like men, and here is a woman, and here is like a bathing. maybe it's beautiful to have this kind of sensitive masculine who is in this relationship of yours. This is like a future we are looking now. Who is this person? Or maybe you are already in this relationship, but this to see more clear the other person. I'm gonna read this, identify a little bit what's going on here. Strengthening bonds. So this is the masculine relationship. The potential exists now to bring greater stability to your relationships. Be realistic about what you can expect from others and what you can offer in return. Be consistent and clear in your actions and demand the same. By taking a down-to-earth approach, your expectations of other people are more likely to be met, and relationships will be strengthened. Scattered emotional energy will not serve you. Be sure to ground yourself. Yeah, this is totally like a grounding. So, wait. Steady and calm energy will translate into secure and strong relationships. To ground yourself, take a walk in nature and connect with the energy of the trees and Mother Earth herself. Enjoy greater health by exercising and eating well. A healthy body will help you feel confident about yourself and your abilities. This self-assured energy will enable you to improve current relationships and attract new ones as well. Yes, we are basic needs met. And we didn't even come to the fact of like this crystal is already here. Positive archetype is mother, negative is a victim. So time to really whatever relationship you're wanting to have, you have to kind of self-parent yourself to be having every basic needs met. It's not that your partner is giving it, you have to give those things to yourself too. It's kind of here. You can be this kind of mother to yourself, even your man. Then pray, fight for the feminine energy. If you don't have a person, it's interesting to kind of like have an idea what's going on here. You have intuitively picked this pile, so this is for you. Our society has made it unsafe for girls to be brave, and yet that's exactly what we must become in order to change society. This moment insists on your bravery. Do not hide in safety, nor collapse in inertia. You must tell the story you came to tell. Do the thing you came to do. The world is not blessed by your smallness or silence. It's relying on you to bring the spark that only you carry. Use your voice, speak your needs, stand up for your rights and those of others. Release an arrow straight to the heart of the toxic patriarchy. Speak truth to power, put your brave boots on, let that arrow fly. Made me think about this when I said like your secret relationship power is this Jupiter in Gemini that we're currently having collectively also. Jupiter is a masculine energy always, expansive energy, but masculine, and this is very much here. This brave fight. This arrows looks to me really like a communication as well. So the feminine especially needs to communicate just more about the needs and wants and what you want, and to locate this person who possibly just want to be very stable. Okay, let's see the advice card here. We have a washer at the forge. But this we read in the end. Now let's place these cards. How you see everything. I want to be sure you see everything. Oh, we had one more. We had alchemy card. So this kind of alchemy is this lead. Kind of black and white, very basic element, very basic energy. Again, very base energy because it's root chakra as well. Some basic needs have to be met. Anyway, I have to have space for the tarot cards because we're gonna do them now live. Mother bear is also here. I see it now very clear, like the mama bear character. Okay, let's have a little bit aside this stuff because we need to have space. So now we are looking into who is your next boyfriend, girlfriend, what the spirit wanna tell directly now. We are having a lot of indications here. Maybe this can be here. Line number 1. Show me the person of pile number 1. Show me the next boyfriend, girlfriend relationship. What's going on? What's coming? You can be learning to be ready. What's coming? Okay, 4 cards. There is 8 of Cups. This is usually very alone energy. Walking alone, kind of. Moving on. But very much I see somebody studying here, okay? Then we have here 5 of Cups. There's also books, but somebody's sad. 10 of Wands. This is very much focused work. And a Death card. This was also 13, aligned with this. Selling a house. Death. House is even here. Sadness. Kind of dark energy, but what we could think about this. That is, of course, transformation and big change. So tells me that you are really making changes in your life to shift all this bad energy. Like you have been very much alone, sad, alone with your books, a bit like here with this person, and always coming late home, or like there is this kind of really much work, like keep you busy, like you come late home. But now there's this kind of, I'm gonna read that card for you. So this person is coming to your life while you have to really change a lot. But you might be even going in some new place, like changing a city, country. Something is really shifting here. Because then we have here like this frog becomes a guy, like there's transformation here also, like something really is changing, like you start to see the person. You have just seen your own problems and own worries, very like they are doing different things, they are not in the same kind of place even. But something is now shifting. Okay, let's read. This is life path card. When something ends, there is a time of mourning. The difficult emotions, anger, bitterness, sadness, despair are never enjoyable. They must be experienced, though, and within even these feelings are hidden gifts that deepen our character, enhance our compassion, and usher in new experiences. An ending of something important. I'm gonna read you still this very central, this work card. That usually is not so bad. It's like person is just working a lot. It is to assume what success look like. Our expectations shape so many of our actions. There are times when we will have a lot to carry and simply must do it. But sometimes we should ask the question, do I really need to carry this all right now? Just to make sure, Carrying a large burden or so many burdens. Yeah, this looks like this feminine really needs somebody to not have this lonely fight. This feminine is really here having this kind of lonely fight against the patriarchy. I don't know, it was said here. On the masculine is wanting to ground as well. Yes, black and white is really like a life and death thing here. It's a possibility somebody also died. That's a possibility too, that there is like a really need for a new beginning. But this is showing the next person. So it is coming when you have passed this heavy, shift the heavy energy. The lead is a basic energy. It's almost back to the basics. You're back to the basics. Yeah. I don't want to read more of this lead because lead is like you kind of make gold out of lead, but this is totally the basic energy. So basic things have to be, root things has to be correct. Rather read this Call of the Morrigan, number 4. Very that kind of image, this too. Keyword cleansing, release, washing away. This was also like a release, letting go thing. So the washerwoman crouches upon the rocks of a riverward, washing a cloth with taloned fingers. Birch trees stand pale and tall in the background. And the Ogham bait, which means birch in Irish and represents cleansing, protection, and new beginnings, is cord on the necklace around her neck. There is a look of resignation on her face as she waits for the cloth owner to come to her. The rushing river carries away the bloody evidence of that which must be cleansed. Water flows from the waterfall behind her, and the dark of night descends, the rising moon illuminating the trees as she waits. And diviner the meaning, advice. The washer at the fort, the hooded one, she who mourns for those who lives have been cut short, lives have been cut short, and she who presents us with our choices in this life. The oakum bait worn on the pendant about her neck represents purification. Traditionally, purge was used for cleansing and purifying the body and home. This oakum carries connotations of purity and sacredness. It can also be used for healing purposes. The washer speaks to us of cleansing that which no longer serves. What is holding you back from achieving your purpose? What do you need to wash away to grow and move forward? She shows us our choices and bids us to decide, do you continue on the same path knowing the outcome will not change, or do you change direction, cleanse yourself of the old, that which holds you back, and take a new path? The choice is yours to make. Kind of selling this house is also part of cleaning the old. It's almost, this house is really like on these cards now. Selling the house, changing the home, and finding the love of your life that was actually like a frog that becomes a man in your eyes, like you start to notice somebody. Kind of surprising plot twist can happen here. Let's verify a little bit here. I want to verify a bit because we are talking about your future boyfriend, girlfriend. Let's see what you need to know about this change. These two persons, can you show again? Okay, 2 of Wands. This is travel plans. You want to see the world. So you have something else. This is usually like wanting to travel or like plan something. Maybe you want to really leave where you've been. Okay, then this is, yes, this is to see what you got. 7 of Pentacles is always like calculating how much money you have got, what is the harvest season, how much you earned. Can be very much basic needs indeed. How do you have enough money to possibly be even in a relationship? Some people might think this way. And this is a bit sad. Yes, 10 of Swords, end of relationship. Underneath another 10. So this is totally like this death energy again. Brave fight. Something is very heavy. Somebody has maybe died and something is very heavy. It's really like a lost relationship or like a some really like a dark night of the soul that this woman has been going on. But there is a brave fight indeed. You are not giving up. Something has been hard. Then let's see what else I can show. I think this is about the reading. Maybe I read about the lead. I'd have to get the book. So let's have this alchemy here because things are changing. You maybe have to understand this lead, what it means. Density weight Saturn. Okay, Saturn is always life lessons. There is something to learn about any hardship you've been having. Lead is the first metal. Its properties are heavy, dense, and unwaveringly steady. It is often perceived as the metal that initiates the entire alchemical drive to turn what is base lead into what is noble gold. It correlates to the planet Saturn and its love of rules and structure. On one hand, this card implies a fixed position or burden that may be weighing down the work. On the other hand, lead can arrive just in time to ground the situation to bring an alchemist back to the humble beginnings. Either way, the presence of lead is sobering. You cannot ignore it. The impatient alchemist may be discouraged to see it in the laboratory as it reminds us of how far we have to go. Approach this card with reverence for the ongoing process. To ponder the stability to anchor. So it is, Greed was also known as the sleeping giant of alchemy. It is said to contain its own secret and solution. Ponder how you can awaken this intelligence. I think there's a lot of alone work here. Even you are possible dreaming of a relationship, it is a lot of healing you need to do for yourself, both sides. This could be really like related to income also, but really grounding is needed here to shift this heavy energy. While this is kind of even having the 13, and it's kind of beautiful. I would say like you see the potential of your future relationship here. Something is like appearing to you like a frog, like this, like it's not even the person, like what I'm gonna be with a frog, but then it's shifted to this man. So I mean, this is a man and a frog, this is a frog and a woman. There is some magical thing about, and your secret relationship power is to communicate. So even communicate about the losses, about the sadness. That's like open vulnerability to a person you meet. Don't push them away. To have this idea like I can carry everything on my own. You traveling is part of this whole thing. So maybe you need to change indeed a place you are now to find the person. It's not where you are now. So you need to go a bit more far from the comfort zone. Okay, get ready for the next reading. Welcome to your reading. Pile number 2. You have selected this relationship secret power. We will look into it, what's coming for you. You have also Berkana rune and this dragon. Let's see, I'm reading the Faust first. Start with the Faust. So we start with the Faust, pile number 2. He turns impatiently to another page of the book and sees the sign of the earth spirit. There was a previous chapter was about this Faust. He's still here in his room. How differently this sign affects me. You, spirit of earth, are closer to me. Fresh strength already pulses through me. I glow already from wine so new. Now to go out into the world and bear the earth's whole pain and joy, all this I dare, to fight with tempest anywhere, and in the grinding shipwreck stand and not despair. Clouds gather over me, the full moon hides its face, my lamp burns low, mist rises, red fire flashes round my head, and from the vault roof a chill breathes down and strikes a shudder into me. Spirit I long to summon, now I feel you hovering round me, oh reveal yourself. Ha, this pain tears my heart, a new sensation stirs all my senses into perturbation. I'm committed, you shall come, you must appear to me, true you may strike me into dust. He seizes the book and secretly pronounces the spirit sign. A red flame flashes, the spirit appears in the flame. The spirit, who is calling me? Faust, you are too terrible. The spirit, you have drawn me to you with mighty power, sucked at my spear for many an hour, and now, Faust, alas, the sight's unbearable. The spirit, you groan and sigh to have me appear, to hear my voice, to behold my face. Your soul's great plea compels me to this place, and I have come. But pitiable fear seizes you, Faust, the Superman. Where is the call of your creative heart that carried all the world and gave it birth, that shook with ecstasy, swelling, upsurging to the heights where we, the spirits, live? Where are you, you whose song I heard besieging me so loud and strong. Can this be you, now that my blows round you? In the depths of terror I have found you, shrinking and frighting like a worm. Faust. Am I to quail before you, shape of flame? It is I, Faust, you and I are the same. Spirit, in life like a flood, in deeds like a storm, I search to and fro, up and down I flow, bird and the grave, an eternal wave, turning, returning, a life ever burning. At time's whirring loom I work and play, God's living garment I weave and display. Faust, O busy spirit, from end to end of the world you roam, how close you are to me, the spirit. You match the spirit you can comprehend. I'm not he. It vanishes. Faust, collapsing. Not you. Who is he then? I made the God's image and not even like you. There is a knock at the door. Oh, devil, take him. It's that dry as dust, toady my Famulus. Why must he interrupt me and destroy this supreme hour of visionary joy? Enter Wagner in a nightgown and nightcap, carrying a lamp. Faust turns to him impatiently. Wagner, excuse me, sir, I heard your declamation. You were reading a Greek tragedy, no doubt. That art is one of the powerful persuasion. These days I'd like to learn what it's about. I've often heard it said an actor might give lesson to a person. Faust, you are right. If the person himself an actor too, as sometimes is the case. Wagner, oh dear, what can we do? Sitting day after day among one's books, the world so distant, and one never looks, even through a spyglass as at it. So how can one learn to bring about the betterment of man? Faust, give up pursuing eloquence unless you can speak as you feel. One's very heart must pour it out with primal power address one's hearers and compel them with an art deeper than words, clip and compile and brew from the leavings of others your ragout of rhetoric bump from your embers a few poor sparks that nobody remembers. Children will gape and fools admire, if that's audience to which you aspire. But what can blend all hearts into a whole? Only the language of the soul. Wagner. But one must know how to deliver a tirade. I fear my training still is uncompleted. Faust, why don't you learn to play an honest trade? Why be a fool with tinkling bells? Stick to right thinking and sound sense. It tells its own tale. Little artifice is needed. If you have something serious to say, drop the pursuit of words, this play of dazzling oratory, this paper decoration you fiddle with and offer to the world. Why the dry leaves in autumn whirled about by foggy winds carry more inspiration? Wagner, alas, our life is short, and art is long, they say. My scholarly pursuits, how sore they weigh upon my heart and mind. One ought to learn the means of mounting to the sources. Yet even this task almost passes my resources, for we poor devils, by the time we got less than halfway, we die as like as not. Faust, a manuscript, is that the sacred spring that stills one's thirst for evermore? Refreshment, it's your own soul that must pour it through you, if it's to be anything. Wagner, excuse me, but it's very pleasant studying epoch other than the present, entering the spirit, reading what they say, and seeing how much wiser we have grown today. Faust, oh yes, indeed. I feel like I have to show this card because they are like together. Because this is like the Wagner and the Faust. Um, Oh, yes, indeed, a wisdom most sublime, my friend, the spirit of an earlier time. To us, it's a seven sealed mystery, and what you learned, gentlemen, would call its spirit, its image, that is all, reflected in your own mind's history. And what a sight it often is enough to run a mile from a first glance, a vast old rubbish dump, an attic of the past, at best a royal tragedy, bombastic stuff, full of old sores, most edifying for us, the strutting speeches of a puppet chorus. Wagner, but at the great world, the heart of mind of man, we all seek what enlightenment we can. Faust, ah yes, we say enlightenment, forsooth, which of us dares to call things by their names? Those who few who had some knowledge of the truth, whose full heart rushes drove them to disclose their passion and their vision to the mob, all those died nailed to crosses or consigned to flames. You must excuse me, friend, the night's half through. We shall speak further on the next occasion. Wagner, I'd say I stay awake all night and gladly too, enjoying such a learned conversation. Tomorrow morning, being Easter Day, I'll ask you some more questions, if I may. I've studied now for years with seal and chest. Already I must know all the rest. And exist. I think I need to read still longer. Yes, Faust. Why does he not despair? A mind so void and blinkered, so benighted and earthbound, greedy for gold, he scratches in the ground, and when he finds some worms, he is overjoyed. Why, when those spirit voices fill the air about me, must the speech of such a man intrude? And yet, for once, I can thank you, poor mortal wretch, for when despair was close to me and madness has assailed my mind, when like a dwarf I seemed to shrink before that giant vision, and I quailed, dwindling to nothingness, you snatched me from the brink. I, God's own image, ah, how close it shone, the mirror of eternal verity. I fed upon its light and clarity, within myself all mortal limits gone, and with presumption too extreme of free superangelic strength divine, creative life through even now to stream, through nature's veins, what sudden shame was mine, a voice of thunder dashed me from that dream. Not close to you, not like you, this I dare no longer claim to be. I had the power to summon you, but could not hold you there. I felt in that ecstatic hour so small and yet so great, and then you hurled me back so cruelly into the changeful common state of men. What must I do now? Who shall console me? What urge claims my obedience? Alas, not only pain, even activity itself can stop our lives at once. The spirit's noblest moments, rare and high, are choked by matter's alien's obtrusion, and rich with this world's goods we cry, scorn on the better things are mere illusion. Life giving intuitions of great worth are stifled in the muddle of earth. Imagination once a flight sublime, that soared in hope beyond the sphere of time, now, as each joy is drowned beyond redness, sinks down inside us into pettiness. Care make it nest in the heart's deepest hole and secretly torments the soul. Its restless rocking motion mars our mind content. Its masks are ever changing, it appears. As house and home, as wife and child, it will invent wounds, poisons, fires, and floods. From all these blows we flinch before they ever fall, and for imagined losses shed continual tears. I'm not like a god, too deeply now I feel this truth. I'm a worm stuck in the dust, burrowing and feeding, where at last I must be crushed and buried by some rumbled heel. Is this not dust filling 100 shelves on these high walls that hem me in, these thousand useless toys that thrust themselves at me in this moth mumbled rubbish bin? How shall I find fulfillment in this gaol, reading the thousand times reprinted tale of man's perpetual strife and stress and rare occasional happiness? You hollow skull, what like your hollow skull, what does your grinning say? That brain in the confusion of his youth, like mine, once sought the ethereal dawn of truth, but in the heavy dusk went piteously astray. And you old instruments, how you took mock! What scorn your wheels, cogs pulleys pour on me. I reached the gate. You were to be the key. Your bit's a well-curled bird, but it won't fit the lock. We snatch in vain at nature's veil. She is a mysterious in broad daylight. No screws or levers can compel her to reveal the secrets she has hidden from our sight. Useless mechanical contrivances retained because my father used them, old smoke-stained parchments that have lain here, untouched by toil, since my dull lamp first burned it midnight oil. I should have squandered all my poor inheritance, not sat here sweating while it weighted me down. What we are born with we must make our own, or it remains a mere appurtenance, and is not ours, a load of unused things, not the life moment's needs race on the moment's wings. Okay, this was a long story, but I'm committed to reading it. Anyway, this was kind of quote in this case. We keep this now. This is more for this pile. Let's see now the secret relationship power is Jupiter in Virgo, a sharp intellect, drive for precision and order, and a practical, diligent approach to work and problem solving. Intellectual and analytical, skillful and diligent, values order and perfection, practical problem solvers. So that is your be maybe this kind of scholarly person, analytical person. We have here Berkana. Let's read the rune. It's part of your reading too. It's element earth, symbol earth, mother, care, birch tree. Animal is hare and snow owl. Snow owl make me think also. I put here a crow, but it's really like a Harry Potter bird, like a wise again. This kind of being wise is present here. Berkana represents the way of the mother, the healer, and the midwife. It brings new life after death, just like birch tree leaves form after winter. All life comes from the warmth of Mother Earth, birthing, protecting, loving, and giving life, but also taking life. It's unity, harmony. She gives a promise of peace and fertility. Person seeking answer will find her inner inner center. It's very much this kind of hermit going into the center of the labyrinth, going inward. Here now there is this kind of guidance of the spirit. Okay, let's see this. So a little bit of this relationship coming for you. Okay, 31. This is, I have drawn here also this kind of broom, but there is somebody looking at the mess. There is like a broken things, like all kind of papers and potions and everything is kind of like a mess and a broken. What does that mean? Maybe there is something that you are recovering from the previous relationship or some brokenness. So this looks like same as this, almost like a same cape, even like alone, feeling a little bit alone. It's a lone journey. Doesn't show immediately a person to you, but let's see. Then we have the inner child healing cards. You have the girl who likes to play home, and your boy who likes to play tennis. That has a little injury. Okay, they both are playful, but the into games and into kind of playing house. Anyway, this could be recognize this person. Somebody is very caring, and somebody is very much like a liking to challenge and be sportive also. Let's see the masculine and feminine energies here. We have a change of focus, 5 of Cups. It's a bit sad card, but maybe there indeed needs to be something healing for the masculine. Feminine, the pleasure fight. Okay. This is like a 5 of Cups. There is really like a cup of love here, or like a pleasure, like, okay, something can turn good. Feminine is much more positive. Maybe the man need to heal something. Okay, let's see now this Call of the Morrigan. Oath, 43. Looks a bit like a graves or some. Let's see, and then we have alchemy card. Breed. Love these colors are kind of matching with this. Should I put this? Like almost like this light source here is like a breathing. Breathing is still like a. What is that? What did you tell me? Maybe you need really kind of like a breathe it out certain things. Like it's not so simple. The next boyfriend girlfriend, like you need to kind of take it easy. I think this breathe is such a like a beautiful energy. I'm gonna focus on immediately that before I read these cards. Peuna Pret. By number 2. Inspiration, presence, life force. There's no more direct way to practice alchemy than to study pneuma. We all have access to the mystical phenomenon known as the breath. It occurs at every moment, gracing us with the gift of existence upon the physical plane. If alchemy, as it's suggested in this book, is the merging of physical and mystical, then this card serves as our ever reliant bridge. It is the magical within us, expanding and generating life force that animates our life. This card may appear simple, but is not. No matter how advanced you are in studying the breath, if you heed the message of this card, you will find it has more to teach. Go to it at this moment, and you will discover the work revitalizes itself. New space opens. Pneuma is your lifelong alchemical ally, stating its love with every inhale and exhale. First breath. It's no coincidence that nearly every spiritual and mystical lineage bows to the breath. Via observation of it, meditation, breath techniques, pranayama, or chanting or song. This is now somehow important in this love relationship, how you breathe. Maybe it's really like taking it easy, not to if something is hard, just gonna breathe it out. Take it easy. Things are not gonna maybe happen so fast that you have time to find this person. This dragon story in the Moomin is funny because it's captured in the glass jar and then it escapes, and it also wants to be in the fresh air with this Moomin character that is that Snufkin, that is one who wants to camp and be adventurous and go around. So even this is seeking for this kind of freedom and free mountain air or like a fresh air. Maybe this whole relationship will feel like a fresh air to you. That's also the thing I would get here intuitively. Let's see this masculine and feminine. This, of course, energies can be inside of yourself too, that you carry this kind of masculine energy, like 5 of Cups. This is usually loss and sadness. Change your focus. Some disappointment and sadness are inevitable. How you deal with it determines the quality of your life. It may be that you've recently experienced a loss, perhaps the end of the friendship or failed romance. Maybe your family isn't providing the support you need, or you regret decisions you made. Any number of situations can cause unhappiness. When relationships don't turn out the way you expected, it's natural to feel upset and hurt. However, it is not healthy to remain in that state for too long. When this card appears, it's time to put those sorrow behind you and shift your focus to what is good and positive in your life. Appreciate the people who love you and your ability to give love to others. Take stock of what brings you joy. Taking charge of your own happiness is key here. Focus on what you have and are thankful for and attract more of the same. And the feminine here, like a match to this one, is pleasure fight. Follow your bliss. We all heard this sage advice, but many of us never realize nor embody its true power. When we seek what makes our soul deeply joyful, we inhale happiness and exhale permission. Wow, there's inhale and exhale here too, and now this woman is inhaling happiness and exhaling permission. We are actually creating more joy in the world as that goodness leaves our body and travels on the wind. Pleasure your body, hug your curves, anoint yourself with the oil of self approval and adoration. Go to the places that give you life. Spend time in environments that inspire. Be with people who encourage. Go where you are celebrated, not tolerated. Your pleasure is a sacred wellspring from which all kinds of blessing flow. Through you, but also out in the world, encouraging others to drink from their own well. Take up the cup of pleasure and drink deep. The bliss is within. Yeah, the more joy of life. The joy of life is answer to all stupid questions. I think this is what the woman can teach to this man who is maybe being too serious and sad. And now let's see this out. We still have the tarot cards. Look into this next person. It's coming. So, oath. The Morrigan stands in a circle of stones, a sacred place, holding her sword out in challenge. A flock of ravens flies behind her, calling out. On her skin are tattooed spirals and the word oath in Ogham, a reminder of her promises. Let's have the divinatory meaning. I think you can make a promise to yourself also to really be in a good relationship. You see that this is not the way. You want something better. Oath can represent mundane promises you have made as well as oath we offer to the gods. It represents promise kept and the sacredness of the promises made between devotee and deity. We are only as good as our word. Person's reputation was everything in early cultures. If you did not keep your word, everyone would know, and this type of reputation could cost you dearly. Trust between people and the spirits. We have relationships with is based on each party delivering what they have promised. When oath appears, think of your obligations and promises to others. Are you being true to your word? Depending on the cards oath is drawing with, it can also represent the promises of others that may or may not have been kept. It's a bit disappointing even that somebody doesn't keep their word. There is something broken here. Let's start to see more closer to this. So insert this here. Now we are looking who is your next boyfriend, girlfriend. This just show now something you need to know about that situation. Maybe it's a new beginning. Just that you know this. Could be a person for you. What is this? Bigger one. You have a third eye chakra. It's kind of like you're very like intuitive about stuff. Four of Ghosts, Five of Imps, Six of Pumpkins, and Strength. What is happening here? Your next boyfriend, girlfriend. So there's clearly some kind of feeling that you are not among the people you should put, like your person is not around you, you're kind of suffering. There's something about, or you are going in alone because you are not happy. It can be anxiety, but of course if we are feeling even sad and loss, we might isolate, and this might have happened even you are in a relationship, you might isolate because of some sadness or loss. Anyway, now this is a chaos, often can be because of other people. Maybe a lot you need to do that can feel like chaotic, like there's a lot of like it's like a teamwork, it's a dream work, but here of course is one is kind of taking the lead, like let's do like this. So it asks you to be responsible. We are looking into who is your next boyfriend, girlfriend. Maybe there is this kind of elements present. Your focus goes a lot to your own problems and then to the work, and then what people are messing around. And then this is the giving energy, very Jupiterian energy, like how much you can give, how much you can receive. These are all like connected. But this person is very giving, kind of all scripts, cats and ghosts. Doesn't look like true love here, but here we have the strength. Circus lion and this trainer or director. I think it talks about a lot of strength that you have to put in to just be able to do things. Switch survival mode here. It's like the lion has to go through a lot. Indeed, survival mode, we cannot be in a relationship so easily. I mean, this person is very giving. You want to give. It's like me, I'm giving my tarot reading to whoever is the audience. But what is the relationship? I don't see clearly, other than maybe this is the female and this is the man. Because this is very masculine energies here also. A little bit alone, like this card was also like a hermit. Your relationship power is sharp intellect and drive for precision and order and practical, diligent approach to work and problem solving. Yeah, you are practical. You get things done. Skillful and diligent. Intelligent, analytical. I mean, even the breed is here, like the lion has to breed. Maybe you're playing too small. You can be much bigger. This lion is kind of like getting sick too here. So feel like somebody is playing too small. This is also like a ordinary life. Where is the higher view on the relationship? I have to give you something to see it. We want to see some sacred union, twin flames. This is really like a surviving mode. Wait, I'm gonna check some deck. To me, it looks like that you are like living in this very like a cycle of ordinary things. This oath is here to remind like you are really like a fighting for something, or this pleasure fight. Like there is more than this, just like this ordinary thing. I'm gonna give you now, Spirit, show a little bit higher divine love message now for this. What is the next partner, boyfriend, girlfriend? What is there to expect currently? Of course, it can be that these are taking all your energy now. I cannot show more. Embrace your emotions. Allow your feelings to surface and be accepted. That is here then. Somebody stuffing the emotions. So you have some feelings that you just put down and you don't let in the other person about it. Possibly. Let's have guidance of this. This might bring you in more vulnerable place where somebody can actually connect with you. So, feelings and emotions are part of who we are or who you are. Allow yourself to feel what is going on for you. Your feelings can alert you the truth of a situation. Take positive steps to determine why you feel the way you do. Emotions come under your 4 categories: happiness, sadness, anger, and fear. Once you figure out what is going on for you, you can take power away from an emotion. Experience an emotion you are uncomfortable expressing can be a big challenge. Journaling is a way to process and clarify difficult emotions. Writing about emotions will help you organize your thoughts and work through your feelings. A young girl clings to the neck of spirited unicorn. The unicorn has wings and is flying, as if lifting the child above a situation. Unicorns symbolize magic. His wings express your ability to overcome or transcend your current circumstances. You are in a period of growth and learning how to better understand yourself. Yes. And then it's a lot about being alone too. It's you cannot entertain so much another person because you have to kind of like find your strength back. So you need that time for self-love. There has been something going wrong here. Somebody has like a almost like sabotages your your career of a witch because all the witch's tools are broken. Gonna verify something still here. What is the strength? Because we wanted to see the next boyfriend, girlfriend. What is the strength? Neat. And these people, you see the little kids, what is going on here? Okay, so this is King of Pentacles, is strength of being a good king and boyfriend, even a husband. Wow, this is a fair king. So it's really to have this kind of abundance of money that is now also. All the worrying can be also about keeping the kingdom safe. Search for this kind of wealth. This is also good husband. Could be like what you need if you're a woman, but if you're a man, you want to be this way. You want to be the good guy. Here we have, okay, 21. This is the last card of life path. Here we have this kind of military people. Does it mean, okay, and here? Yeah, Ten of Pentacles. This is totally the family legacy. The family is already visible here. So for this woman, this relationship, possible your future partner, this is also completion of the family legacy, completion of the worldly pursuits. This is almost like a military career, but it could be just you are working. If you're a man, you are just having this kind of Virgo quality, Jupiter in Virgo, sharp intellect and drive for perfection. You are just like a military operating. This is also, they both are coming to they want this completion of like a full circle. They have same kind of aspirations. But this is, if you recognize this person, maybe it helps all these cards. Okay, I forgot in the first pile to give you current feelings of person. This is looks like a bit like a mystery person still, but I'm gonna still give you some cards. They would, if you have a secret admirer, you would know what they think about you. I have a crush on you. Okay, so somebody is having a crush. Divine secret union, twin flame, soulmate, true love, animan, animus, yin and yang, marriage, the lovers, oneness, commitment. Okay, so this is possible still. Be patient. Sometimes the wait is longer because the blessing is bigger. Yeah, there is a little bit waiting here, but be patient. Yep, here. You gotta hang around winners so your wins don't sound like you are bragging. Yeah. Gotta hang around with winners. To be on the same level of the people that you are. Your fear of looking stupid is holding you back. Okay. So you think that you will look stupid and that is a stupid fear. Okay. So this is a pile number 2. Hopefully this helps you to locate the person. Or be much more open sharing your emotions, because this was advised. Embrace your emotions, and I get ready to prepare the pile number 3 so now. Last but not the least, welcome to pile number 3. You have selected this card. Gonna see soon what is your secret relationship power, but first I'm gonna read you Faust. It's still chapter 4, and this is the third part I have marked here. So here we have. But what is this? My eyes magnetically drawn are fixed on that one spot where I can see that little flask. Why does sweet light break over me, as when in a dark wood the gentle moonbeams dawn? Unique alembic, reverently I lift you down and greet you, now mostly subtle gift, compounded of the wit and the art of man. Distillment of all drowsy syrup kind. This is kind of still the magician talking. Maybe I can show you whole this line of drawings. It's kind of still happening here. This is your card. So distillment of all drowsy syrups kind, quintessence of all deadly and refined elixirs, come and serve your master as you can. I see you and I'm healed as with a balm. I seize you and my striving soul grows calm, and borne upon my spirit's ebbing tide, little by little drifting out to sea, I tread on its bright mirror far and wide. As new dawn breaks, new shores are beckoning me. A fiery chariot on light wings descends and hovers by me. I will set forth here on a new journey to the heavens' ends, to pure activity in a new sphere, a sublime life of godlike joy. And how do I, the urge while warm, deserve it now? I will be resolute and turn away forever from the earth's sweet day. Tread doors, through all men sneak and shuffle past. You, I'll confront you, tear you open wide. Here it is time for me to prove at last that by his noble deeds a man is defied. Time not to shrink from the dark cavern where our fancy damns itself to its own tortured fate. Time to approach the narrow gate ringed by the eternal flames of hell's despair. time to step gladly over the great brink, and if it's a void, into the void to sink. Old goblet of pure crystal, come now, let me take you from your shelf and shed. Long years have passed since last I thought of you, and yet at bygone feast you were the cup and cheers, the solemn guest and gleaming beaker, raised to the toast by many a speaker. Your rich engraved pictorial decorations, the drinker's task, his rhyming explanations, before in one draught he drained you down. These I recall from revels long ago. I pass you round, I praise your art to show my wit, now I shall not do so. I have a potion here whose work's soon done. Its dizzying liquids fills you dark and brown. I made and mix it well, as I know how, and so with all my heart I raise it now. With this last festive drink I greet the rising sun. Let's keep now just the card you have. This is the rising sun here. He sets the cup on his lips. There is a peal of bells and a sound of choral singing. Chorus of angels. Christ is rising from the dead. Hail to all mortal men, from sin's insidious bane, from the inherited bondage set free again. Faust, what lilting tones are these? What notes profound cry to me, do not drink, have they such power? And do these bells, with their dull booming sound, announce the Easter festival's first hour? Is this already the angelic song of solace heard above the grave that night so long ago when the new covenant was sealed and bound? Chorus of women. Spices we brought and myrrh we who befriended him, faithfully laid him here, lovingly tended him, clean linen swaddling bands we wound with our own hands. Who can have come today, taking our Lord away? Chorus of angels, Christ is raised, Christ is blessed. He bore mankind's ordeal, loving their joys to feel, suffering the stripes that heal. He passed the test. Faust, you gentle peasant shores of heaven, why do you come seeking me? The dust is stronger. Go chant elsewhere to tenderer souls, for I can hear the message, but believe no longer. Wonders are dear to fate, by it they live and die. I cannot venture to those far off spheres. Their sweet evangel is not for my ears, and yet these strains, so long familiar still, they call me back to life. There was a time of quiet solemn Sabbaths when heaven's kiss would fill me with its love descent, when a bell's chime was deep mysterious music, and to pray was fervent ecstasy. I could not understand the sweet desire and drove me far away, out through the woods, over the meadowlands. There I would weep a thousand tears and feel a whole world come to birth, my own yet real. Those hymns would herald youthful games we played to celebrate the spring, as I recall. That childhood I moved, my hand is stayed. I cannot take this last and gravest step of all. Oh, sing, dear heaven's voices as before. Now my tears flow, I love the earth once more. Chorus of disciples. Uh, Now from his burial Christ has gone up on high, living no more to die. Glorious, imperial, he in creative chest into the heavens has grown. On the earth mother's breast we still must weep alone. Yet through we here endure exile anguish. Master, it is in yours joy that we languish. And chorus of angels. Christ is raised from the tomb, snatched from corruption's womb. Rise and be joyful all, you whom earth's bonds ethereal. Brothers, a blessed few, sharers of love's food, who praise him in deeds you do, pilgrims whose words renew. Man's hope of glory, you know that your Lord is near. See, he is here. Okay, this was the Faust. But let's see your relationship power, secret power. Your secret relationship power is Jupiter in Sagittarius. and a deeply hopeful and philosophical outlook on life, driven by a search for higher truths and meaning. Desire for exploration, generosity, and open mindedness, thirst for knowledge, and adventurous spirit. These are your relationship powers. Here was a lot talk about this Faust, also talking about the very, very angelic things. And here just see in the card like a love potion in this fountain. This cat is looking. New dawn, new day. I was anyway drawing this a bit like a temperance card, so there's this balance. We look now who is your next girlfriend, boyfriend. So we have here first the Sowilo rule. I will read that before go further. So Sowilo is the symbol and sun and feminine. Interpretation: health, honor, resourceful, victory, wholeness, purification, sun, life, force, care. Animal: falcon, golden pheasant. This body would be energy centers and nerves. Tarot: the sun and the strength. Astrology: sun in Leo, moon in 5th house, and sun and Leo is Leo energy. Sowilo embodies the pure power of the sun. In most religions, the sun is revered as the most sacred thing because only its light and warmth makes life in the world possible. Nothing is like it. It stands at the highest point above all. Here is also Sowilo is the solar energy and represents vitality, the will, victory, and hope. She is the ruler of day and night, and the harvest depends on her. Interesting, I was even draw both day and night here in this card. Spiritual growth is imminent if you see Sowilo. Let's leave it to this. So there is really some spiritual growth. Maybe we have here a heart chakra too. We have a maybe twin flame connection. But here we have also very like a winged person. This is like a fairy, kind of Tinkerbell. Maybe your wishes can be true, coming true. But now this is the relationship card. Okay, number 1. A witch who likes to put itself pretty. Somebody likes to put makeup, but anyway, there is this birdie here. Kind of like crows and ravens are always symbol in tarot of all like oracles, that it's a messenger from the underworld. So this connection with this crow is very positive. It's one to kind of give necklaces, it's one to kind of help. Maybe you have a secret admirer who is not showing it through colors. It's just this bird appearing. Alone energy first here. Then we have the inner child healing cards. Okay, so we have a girl calling, call girl. This baby here. Then we have this is the cover boy. This is, I say, this is like a shadow card. This is like a shadow work. So this guy is somebody who is really going deep to heal, doing the shadow work. The girl is connected with the phone. It's a relationship dynamic. Okay, let's see the masculine and feminine energies. Refusing to see, to a sword, and the meditation fight. Okay, those both have eyes closed. This can be a little bit like they are in their head about these things. Maybe let's read to get more clarity. Current energy. Maybe the meditation is needed. Here is meditation fight and refusing to see. This is some kind of like maybe confusion. What's going on? Oh, I have to check the page number. Maybe there's this dark energies here that are like stopping the guy really to communicate or something. This card speaks about how important is it to see relationships as they really are rather than how you would like them to be. This is not always an easy or comfortable thing to do. However, in order to make correct decisions in a relationship, you must be clear about it. Are you maintaining the status quo, or even though the current situation may not meet your needs, are you at emotional impasse in a matter of the heart? At this time, you may be withdrawing emotionally from a relationship or the need to make a decision regarding that relationship. This does not serve your best interests. You must open your eyes and your heart to the truth. By honestly assessing the situation, you will know just what you need to do. Knowing the truth will make your decision easier and will lead you to more fulfilling relationships. I interpret this that the guy is middle of some kind of darkness and it's going inward. It's not easy to connect. Why the possible future partner maybe has some knowledge how to do this. The meditating fight. Go to the land that exists beyond your closed eyes. Wow, and this is totally going in the closed eyes. Go to know yourself there. Go there to find your power. Surrender to the peace waiting there. No one can do this for you or even lead you to the forest. You must find it for yourself. When you disconnect from the distractions of this world and your conditioned responses to it, you open up a forest of possibility within. You are energy pure and simple. As such, you cannot be created nor destroyed. You have gifts and talents and abilities far beyond what you have tapped in ordinary reality. When you seek the energetic realm from which you came and to which you will one day return, you will discover the truth of your energetic self. Now that they told you who you are, nor not what they told you who you are, nor what they predict you can and can't be, but what you truly are, expansive, powerful, a living legend. Wow. I love to see this. There is a huge world inside. Kind of this guy is cleaning here, kind of cleaning this connection of possible the heart. Heart chakra is don't be actor but be a true lover. How can you be true lover today? What can you do? Okay, let's see what is this card. A tribe. Beautiful. Coming together. And then what is this alchemy? Chaos. Okay, so there is this dark energy here. You see this card? Must confuse a chaos. Maybe we start unsorting this whole thing like here. You looks like this person is in your radar. You are maybe communicating. You have like a telephone contact, possibly at least. There is this interaction, but it's a little bit like a in the darkness. This dark row is also here. Things are like some kind of dark forces stopping things. Because it's a creative powers too. It's not to be judged completely. So let's learn about this. Disoriented, spinning, groundless. When an alchemist sits in their laboratory amidst the presence of massa confusa, something miraculous is bound to occur. That's because this card, this state, is so powerful and all-encompassing that it typically overwhelms the student to the point of despair. Such is the nature of the chaos. It is the grand trickster, the topsy-turvy confusion that turns life on its head and spins a web not even the wisest mystic can untangle. Baffling, yes. Disorienting, yes. But the seasoned alchemists recognize it as the most potent point in the alchemical experiment. Wait, observe, do nothing. It is destiny itself that spins the web. Clarity will emerge one strand at a time. Your only task is to breathe, do not struggle. The three fates hold you in their sights as you freefall toward freedom. And to ponder looking through the eye of a storm. So this is like eye of a storm here. The man is looking through eye of a storm. Really, like, the man really see the darkness, but the woman is kind of merely wanting to just to communicate. Well, that's your person connection. So think of this card as a sister to the void card. They are different expressions of the same life-changing energy. The void is absence and a chaos is overwhelming presence. That's the meditation too. When you are in meditation, you just have to have the overwhelming presence and just like kind of quit the analytical mind and get into a right side brain, this kind of heart mind. The brain can be blocked. The heart is never blocked. And the higher self is never blocked. Remember that. So whatever is in this kind of analytical world that is confusing you, your heart is never blocked. Your higher mind is never blocked. You can trust the higher mind to guide you through this chaos. This kind of angel is here also to show that balance is possible. There is a lot of love here. The tribe, let's see. So you have maybe difficulties sometimes to connect to this man, for example. But you both have to just keep this kind of patient, calm energy. Things will shift better. Things just take time. That's it. Tribe. A tribe of people gather. They hold hands, dance, and come together in celebration. 3 of the tribe's women look into the flames of the communal fire. In the flame, they can see the image of a woman and ravens with feathers of flame. In Ireland, the fire festivals throughout the year were times of gathering and coming together as a community. They raced horses, they played games, they sold fairs and worshipped together. Here, the fire represents not only the shared fire of the community, but also the fire festivals that were occasions for the tribe to gather as one. It is the fire we cook food over and share. It is the fire we give our offerings to the gods when we come together to connect to the divine. It is the fire that keeps us warm that we share with others. Family is what we make of it. Some of us have family of blood, others family of choice. Who do you share your fire with? Do you celebrate with and hold dear? Yeah, the Sowilo energy is also the fire. Yes, a lot can be healed with tears and water, but fire burns the old shit away. And I think you have to understand what the power is to ignite this kind of divine fire. Like if this is a twin flame connection, let it burn, baby. Burn it. Show your fire, your solar power. And dividend meaning. Tribe represents family and lifelong connections. It is the people who love and understand us the best, whether they are blood relatives or family of the heart. This card signals a time of connection, a time to build and nourish the bonds of friendship and family. It also asks you to consider who your tribe is. It is time to connect to others in a meaningful way. Yes. Keep connecting even is hard, and sometimes meditation can really help you to kind of quiet the storm. So let's see now your cards about the person. Now we see life. What we need to know about now. Who is your next boyfriend, girlfriend? What is coming with this relationship? Little heads up. What is happening? What you need to know? These two. Okay. Okay, we have, wow, 10 of Pentacles. This is totally the legacy. Beautiful union. This is like a really coming together as like a twin flames finally together like this, like a really building a family together. Wow. Strength card. Wow. Strong woman here with a panther. Wow. Queen of Swords. So Queen able to move, transform the pain into wisdom. I mean, this would be also this whole chaos. The storm is around this woman, and she's just like keeping the calm presence. Like, okay, I got it. Here is like also resting it away. Eight of Pentacles. Yes, somebody's working very hard. And Four of Cups. Okay, so somebody plays the music here. Chills. Wow. I think it's time to play your heart song. Express what is in your heart with the music. Next person, boyfriend, girlfriend, is definitely somebody you could marry because this is this union. So if you have to wait long, it's because, you know, something good is coming. There's this queen energy here. There's also very queen energy here. And working energy here. It's landing on this side. The man is hardworking, possibly. The woman chills more. But there is really like this beautiful. Maybe I read from this what you need to know about them. Next person. Be really your person if you're not married yet, but this is like time together. Beautiful. Beautiful time together. A man embraces a woman lovingly, consoling and restoring her. Both are surrounded by flowers under a sliver of moon. Strengthening one's confidence, gathering with one's loved ones, the embrace of one's own home. Wow, this home was even mentioned here. It is really like finding your soul tribe, your person. But it's hard. There's a lot of hard stuff here. But at least there is like a light in the end of the tunnel. Let's see this music, what this start to tell me. Try to tell me. Expression is usually really how you can heal. I was talking about the fire, but expressing really, this is artistic expression here. Girl sits under a leafless willow on the banks of a swamp. She plays music alone and lost in thought. Thoughtfulness, giving oneself time, introspection. Yeah, it's important to give time. Here also very much introspection. Then working again. There's this kind of balance. Let's have the strength card, this life path card next to this whole relationship blooming. So it's very positive. I think you have to just keep this strength attitude. A bedraggled woman walks confidently, her gaze high. She walks a black panther that she does not fear, that she herself has tamed. Courage, ability to accept a challenge, tranquility, and belief in oneself. Yeah. A little bit like here, she masters this meditation already and can guide this man who is a little bit blocked. While here, the woman has tamed this panther. She's like a brave woman here. Somebody expressing. What we would verify here. The next person is really definitely wanting to work a lot and then wanting to have peaceful balance also in this relationship. This is really like a healthy relationship, strong relationship. You're building that strength. You're building that strength. It's not easy, but sometimes resting is needed. Like it's not always like push, push, push. Sometimes you need to rest, and sometimes time passes and cannot do nothing about it. But some things you need. It's good to wait. Good thing. Okay, before I take any verify card, I'm gonna take current feelings of person. So this would be a person. They currently wanting to say to you, what they think about you. Your loving person. What they have to say. Oy. Finding way back home. Soul journey of the heart, intuition awakening. Among this, explore feeling called home, enlightenment. Okay, so the finding way back home, like here also. Heart on a walk. And luck dragon, with you is the only way to go on a quest. Wow, this is a panther, but it could be also like a luck dragon. Like really, there is this ally. Here is this raven. Kind of complementary. This person would be really like you feel like you are like able to do cool fantastical stuff. Codependency, immature can't let go, sex rock and roll, fear of losing, burning hard, attached to outcome, needing you, devil loves you, wanting to be together right away, big desire. Okay, there is this big desire here. Maybe it's annoying that it's not so easy. You are buying about buying art. You are buying days, weeks, and months of pure joy. You aren't just buying a thing. You are buying a piece of heart, part of a soul, a small piece of someone else's life. Yeah, to remember, like if somebody of this relationship is very creative, they are putting their heart and soul into the thing, and it is really amazing. Like when somebody get that art, then that person really gave so much. Green flags, showing empathy, vulnerability, peaceful mindset, love is healing, healthy, maturity, boundaries, respect for boundaries, conscious relationship, loving, open friendships, spirituality, good communication, taking responsibly, supporting personal growth. Okay, so in this relationship, next boyfriend girl, totally green flags. You're like there is just everything feeling like right. It's just like all green. Like a green is even color of the heart chakra. It's almost like you just see these green flags everywhere. Like, of course, people are positive about things that they like. Like if you really kind of wish certain outcome, you're positive about it. So you kind of maybe you are very optimistic about things, even there are hardships. But you are optimistic because you love this person. There's just true love here. Okay, now I have to verify something. Maybe I verify with this heart chakra deck. Hope this is still going. Soon end this reading, but let's verify still this next boyfriend girlfriend. What is this thing about the music? What we need to know, why is here the chaos? What about this family legacy? Finding way back home. What is the big work that needs to be done here? Let's see. Okay, so this is romantic. This is a poet type person. So recognize your person is really like this knave of it. It's actually it's not a knight. It's like a page of cups. Big dreamer. This person is a big dreamer. Really, like I call this like a sandman. Usually, this is like able to. It's even inner child healing. There is such a this kind of healing things that the person thinks about. It's very healing. It's for themselves too important that they can do that. Like this is. It's a romantic dreamer. Here the work is about Ace of Pentacle. Okay, so it is really about making money. This is the goal. to have money. That's why it's so focused there. Like you have the ace in the hand, so you can get money with this, whatever is this business. And then What is this legacy? King of Swords. Okay, wow. So the divine couple showed up. So there is already the Queen of Swords on the table. Now we got the King also looking that direction. So yes, they are really mental couple. They are mental couple. This was already showing here. It could be air sign, or they are having a love language, very like a words of affirmation. Things are very mental here. But King of Swords appreciate the truth and honesty, and is always looking for the newest knowledge. So it's very like keen to learn new things. What was this relationship superpower? Was Jupiter in Sagittarius. A deeply hopeful and philosophical outlook in life, driven by a search for higher truths and meaning. Yes, it's very fitting to this too. This person could be standing in here, bathing in some beautiful garden. Where is my queen? Yes, that's the dream the person sees. The queen is just resting and going out with a panther. Somebody's playing some heartfelt songs here. Anyway, there is a romance in the air, and there is definitely very, very like much potential here. Just this being on the head can become an issue. Worrying something that you should not worry. Chaos that overwhelms you. But you just understand there is magic in the mess. And it's a huge potential to create this kind of change even in our world. So, beautiful art is created here. It's a creative couple. What else I can say about this? I think soon I have to end this reading. It's so nice to look these energies. I want to see one more. I want to verify with this deck. Show me one more, this couple. Show me the girl with the phone. Ui, my god, that's jumping. Okay. Okay, so this is coming here. And the guy. The darkness. Oh, 10 of Cups, so it's totally in love. And here, they are matching energy. If this was the Page of Cups, this is Knight of Cups, so it's a romantic knight. So there he got this romantic guy, and she just want to have a marriage. There is this also here. This is another kind of marriage, but this is like a emotional fulfillment. Yes, it's a very match. They are emotionally compatible, for sure. Okay. Tell me how it's going. Just beautiful. I love this. Even there's this darkness. It's almost like to get somewhere great, you have to go to this kind of quest. You have to go to kill the dragon. You have to, or not in given luck dragon with you. The only way you go on quest, like you actually travel with a dragon. You don't kill it, but like it's just like you are going on this amazing thing, and it can be very fantastical journey indeed. Not always so rational. It's in the heart. It's journey of the heart. Finding way back home to your soul family and your divine person, because this is really like a divine couple when there's both king and the queen, the same suit. Okay, so I end this reading now. I hope you liked it. If you did, subscribed and like and share. I'm happy that you saw my reading. I do this every week. And these were my drawings this week. And we continue with the Faust next Sunday. Okay, bye.